When UNCW made a run to its first CAA men's tennis championship 1 year ago, Michael Pereira was right in the middle of it. Not bad for someone who turned from baseball to the tennis courts at a young age.
I started out in Fayetteville working at the sports center, training with a guy named Jerry Crenshaw. And from there, 2 years later, he entered me in my first tournament when I was and ended up winning my first match ever, and then losing 7 straight. And then ever since then, I started getting a really good record all through the 12s. It got up to 9 in the South in the 12s. Then I was 17 in the 14s, and 16s and 18s. I was in the 20s in the Southern section. And then I got recruited here, and really, really sprouted, I think, where I just raised my level another 3, 4, 5 levels, and now I'm one of the playing against the top people in the nation. So that's pretty much what happened.
Pereira, a junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, has been a key cog in the rise of the UNCW men's tennis team.
Well, funny story. The first time I saw him, he had the big gold chain and the gelled hair, and I was going to introduce myself to him and his family, and the very first words he said to me is, "Coach, you need to do some recruiting. We need some more players." It's pretty typical small talk for Michael. But the best story I can say to talk about how far Michael's come is when he got here his first semester, he was really concerned about having to play doubles with someone from another country. He just didn't think he could handle that, and it was too much for him. And since then, he's some of his best friends are guys from other countries. He spent a summer traveling around Russia with Ilya, and last summer had the confidence to travel around the Midwest and play professional tournaments, where he was, driving himself around and basically living out of his van. So he's just come a long way since he's been here.
Dubois says Pereira's emergence on the tennis court is a direct result of the time the competitive left-hander puts into his game.
I mean, there's 2 things that really stand out. One is on the practice court. I mean, he's a really, what's next kind of guy. Whatever you give him, he's going to absolutely kill himself to get it, and then he's going to say what's next, and then he's going to kill himself until he gets that. And he's done it every day. I mean, he doesn't take a day off. The other thing that stands out is just his competitive intensity. I mean, he's a passionate guy, and he competes with a passion that you just don't see a lot. And that's his biggest strength on the tennis court for sure.
Pereira's hard work paid off last season when the Seahawks stunned CAA power VCU in the championship of the CAA tournament. UNCW went on to play Georgia in the NCAA regionals in Athens.
If I had to pick one day out of my entire college career, the most memorable day was that day right there. And that moment when Ilya won the match, 7-6 in the third, and then we all came charging the court. It was just indescribable feeling. I felt so happy because it was all I wanted the entire year. I was looking forward to the tournament so much, and then to win it the way we did is the best feeling in the world. And that's the most memorable moment I've ever had in college.
UNCW has never been considered a tennis power in the CAA, but with Pereira's confident outlook on the court, the landscape of CAA tennis is quickly changing. Matt Harris, UNCW Sports Extra.